Today we will be installing Docker on Ubuntu Server from beginning to end. This video is part of my How to Linux series. If you're new here, I'm Toby and welcome to your retreat. So, welcome back. So the first step in installing Docker on the Ubuntu server that we created before, this can be done with LTS and non-LTS, is we're going to need to SSH into the server. So you're going to put your SSH in the terminal. So I'm using Windows subsystem for Linux, but you can just use command prompt, and then you're going to need to do SSH digital, so that's my username, so put your username at the IP address, that's 192.168.1 for me, .246 should let me in. Oh. You see, I've put the wrong IP, so then put yes to allow the fingerprint, and then you're going to put in the password that you added in before. So now I'm in. The first thing I'm going to do is do a sudo apt update just to make sure all my repositories are up to date. So now it's done that, I'm going to link the article that I'm using down below, but I'm using the Ubuntu install documentation. So the first thing it's asking us to do is install the apt directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the copy on the whole command and then paste it in. So for paste it's right click, if not control V, and there you go, it's added. Basically what it's done is it's added all the certificates, done an update, make sure all the certificates are there. And then the next step you're going to do is you're going to run the install of the Docker command. So let that build, going to click yes, and let that run through. So this could take a minute or two to do, depending on the speed. Once we've done this, we can verify that Docker is running, and then we can also do a post install, so we don't need to use sudo every time to do this. What I'll do is I will show you once it is completely installed. So we'll let this install now. Right, so now it has installed. What we're going to do is we're going to verify that it's working by running their default hello world image. So there you go, it can't find the image locally, so it's going to pull it from the internet and it's going to start running it, which there you go. So as you can see, this message says seems to be working correctly, so we're going to keep that there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run through the post install, because as you see, if I just do docker run hello world, it will say permission denied, because you need to be a sudo user to do this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to allow our user to run this. So what we're going to do is we're going to, under the article, we're going to go to the Linux post install. And first of all, we're going to add a group, but sometimes if I paste this one in, it usually has already done it for you. So what you're going to do is basically paste the next comment, which basically says add our user to the Docker group, so we can not need to use sudo, which it has done. And then what we're going to do is we can either log back into this and restart it, or just run this and it refreshes all the groups. So now if we try running the Docker command again, we should, there you go, just be able to run it. And that is completely done. If you do get the warning again like we did before, then you'll need to try this again. And that's everything. And then if you go back onto the page to upgrade to update as well, it's pretty simple. You just need to run the update command, it should do that for you. But yeah, there's a short little video on how to get Docker working. And yeah, so now we can move on with our Docker and run many different apps like Portainer, we can do ad blocking, we can run our own services within this internal network. But yeah, that's that pretty much done. Pretty easy and simple video to do, and pretty simple Docker to install. But I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. If you've been at the retreat, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed your stay.